That's right. In a surprise move, in my opinion, the Detroit Lions have made a roster move, and you can tell from the thumbnail, says the Lions release linebacker Bruce "the Land Before Time" Irvin from the practice squad. And then Bruce went on to say via his Twitter account, "Lions, as a 12-year vet, thank you for the opportunity to be a part of your team. However, I'm looking forward to what's next." And that is quite surprising for me that they released Bruce Irvin. Now, Bruce only had he had one tackle. He made one sack against the New Orleans Saints, and then he had another hit on Derek Carr, which essentially knocked him out of the game and probably helped us win that game. So I'm not going to try to avoid his impact with the team, but this was a guy that right after the trade deadline, we decided to get. And there's other people on the market. We have Jason Pierre-Paul still. We have Justin Houston. And we expect James Houston to return back to the lineup for the playoffs. But Bruce Irvin was a guy that in his short time was able to do a lot more than quite a few people on the team. Now, he got worked against the Dallas Cowboys, but I mean, he's 36. He's 36, and I gave him a hard time. But at this point, why would you minus pass rushers? Now, you might be like, okay, well, we're getting James Houston back. You guys have a lot more faith in James Houston than I do. James Houston has been on the shelf for three and a half months, and we're expecting him to come in and get, 3 or 4 sacks his first game back. And at this point, you've seen time and time again that our pass rush is utter trash. It's so bad that we have to bring up safeties in order to get to the quarterback. It's so bad that you had a wide open Derek Barnes, uninterrupted Derek Barnes miss a tackle. He's so not used to getting to the quarterback, he doesn't know what to do when he gets there. So I know I was the same one dog in this move when it happened, and that's because it was right after the trade deadline. Right after the trade deadline where we traded for a wide receiver. So it's not necessarily like Bruce, he's a big deal. You have minus our pass rush, our already lackluster pass rush right now. We're going in reverse. Now, Isaiah Buggs, he was cut. Yeah, he was waived yesterday, and he is not coming back. According to Dan Campbell, it was best for them to part ways. He may or may not have cleared waivers. We'll know that later this afternoon. But even if he clears, he will not come to Detroit. He'll just be a free agent who will sign somewhere else. Now, we still have a spot for C.J. Gardner-Johnson. That could be what this move, the Isaiah Buggs, was for. But to take away a pass rusher when we already don't have a pass rush is quite upsetting to me. And I know, Derek, we're in the playoffs. Derek, but it's like this. That is my biggest off-season need. We need to get a pass rusher, okay, period. There's the absolute first thing that when he's able to extend Amon-Ra St. Brown, do whatever they're going to do with Jared Goff, and go after an elite pass rusher. And if you can't get him, then get a second tier or a third tier. Work your way down, but start at the top, Brad. I need you to start at the top. There's no more arguing. There's no more debate. Aiden Hutchinson, even with Bruce Irvin, who used his last elevation against the Dallas Cowboys, he was the only one to touch the quarterback. Aiden Hutchinson was the only one to touch the quarterback. And Hutch is far from elite. He's a great player. He's on the cusp of being elite, but he's not there yet. Not there yet. And this move, I understand it's probably to make room for C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Aleem McNeil, will he play this week or not? It's probably for one of those reasons. But again, you have taken down a pass rush that that's 2 guys, Isaiah Buggs and the Land Before Time, that come in here and when they're in the game, they make a difference. And now neither one of them are on our team. So, listen, I made a video the other day about Aaron Glenn needing to be fired. We're going to see, man. We're going to see, bro. We're going to see what he can do with less talent. And that's the reality. Julian Okwara is doing nothing. Romeo's doing a little bit. We'll see. James Houston's going to come in and be a wrecker. At this point, I hope so. I hope he is, because he's all we have. But anyway, again, this is not about Bruce Irvin, the player. This is about the fact that we need all the help we can get. We're going to face a team where, like Dallas was the perfect example. We cannot blitz from the secondary. And it happens every so often. We have to be able to get there with 4. And now we're down. We're down 1 who didn't really get there anyway, but at least he created some type of problem for the offensive line. So anyway, surprise move, man. I really thought they were going to move Bruce Irvin to the active roster, but they did not. They did not. And now I said that our season was going to end because of the pass rush, and we'll see. But anyway, I don't want to be, it's been a rough week, real sour mood for the Lions fan base. And now we're down a pass rusher. So we'll see what the Lions have in store. But Dan Campbell said nice things about him. But Bruce Irvin, let me know what you think in the comments below. And now, because of me, you're going to be calling him the Land Before Time as long as you can remember. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.